Hello everyone. Now this is our second problem of nodal analysis. You can see in this diagram we have to find the value of V1 and V2. Find V1 and V2. All of you see this diagram. In this diagram there are two dependent sources. One is current source 0.03 Vx, one is voltage source 80 I1, which is depend on this current Iy, and Vx is the voltage across 20 ohm. 20 ohm is the Vx is the voltage across 20 ohm, having the polarity positive here and negative here. Now our first step is observation and assumption. From observation we have to find the value of Vx and Iy. So first I'll draw this part of this circuit. This is V1, V2 plus minus Vx and 20 ohm. In case of nodal analysis we have seen this concept V1, V2, and if current I1 is flowing through this R, then there is a voltage drop across this R having the polarity positive and negative, and we can write the equation for I1 is V1 minus V2 upon R. Then after simplifying, I1 into R is equal to V1 minus V2, means this term shows the voltage drop across resistor R having the polarity positive and negative. So comparing this with this, I can write Vx is equal to, since positive is from V1 side, V1 minus V2. So from observation we can write Vx is equal to V1 minus V2. And what is Iy? Iy is the current flowing from V2 to ground. So this is Iy is equal to V2 upon 40. Now we have to find V1, V2 and this V3. This is already given in the problem. V1 is the voltage between this point and this point. V2 is the voltage between this and this. So V2 is nothing but voltage across 40 ohm. V1 is nothing but voltage across 100 ohm, and this voltage across 0.4 ampere. Now from observation we have found the value of Vx and Iy. Now we have to assume the currents flowing through each branch so that we can apply KCL at each node. So we have to redraw the above diagram and assume the currents. Now you can see this diagram. I have assumed the currents which are leaving from this node 1, I1, I2, I3, I4, and currents leaving from the node 2, I5, I6, I7. This is our reference node, that is ground. Now see here, this is node B3, which is already given in the problem. Node B3 already given in the problem. Now since voltage source is directly connected to this node 3, all of you see here, this voltage source is directly connected to node 3, and this voltage source is only voltage source between node 3 and ground. That's why I can directly write V3 is equal to 80 Iy and we cannot apply KCL at this node because we directly know the value of this node voltage, that is V3 is equal to 80 IY, and V3 is equal to 80. What is the value of IY? IY is V2 upon 40. So this is nothing but 2V2. So here we'll get 2V2 minus V3. 2V2 minus V3 is equal to 0. This is our equation number 1. Always remember this concept: whenever the voltage source is directly connected to the node and there is no other network element present between that node and ground, then we cannot apply KCL at this particular node. We can directly write the voltage. You can directly see here voltage between V3 is voltage at this node 3 is V3, which is between this point and ground, and you can see between this point and ground this voltage source is present. So that's why I have written V3 is equal to 80 IY. So we got our one equation from the node 3. Now we have to apply KCL at node 1. KCL, Kirchhoff's voltage law, Kirchhoff's current law, KCL is Kirchhoff's current law. Algebraic sum of the currents meeting at a point is equal to 0, or algebraic sum of the currents leaving from the node is equal to 0. So here if I apply KCL at this node 1, I can write I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 equal to 0, since all the currents are leaving by our assumption. So I can write value of I1. I1 is opposite of this 0.4, so I can write this minus 0.4. Then I2 is flowing from V1 to ground, so I can write V1 upon 100. This is simple Ohm's law. V upon R. I3 is flowing from V1 to V2. You can see this I3. From our assumption, I3 is flowing from V1 to V2. So I can write V1 minus V2 upon 20. Then I4 is same as 0.03 Vx, which is a current source. Then I can directly write, and same direction, that's why I can write 0.03 Vx is equal to 0. And we can substitute the value of Vx here. So we get 0.4 plus V1 upon 100 plus V1 minus V2 upon 20 plus, what is the value of Vx? Vx is here, plus minus Vx. Vx is nothing but V1 minus V2. So 0.03 V1 minus V2 equal to 0. V1 minus V2 equal to 0. Now after simplifying this, you have to simplify this. This 0.4 is constant, will shift to that side. So I am getting V1 upon 100 plus V1 minus so we have to simplify this. This 0.4 will go to that side, right side, then we'll get this. I can write this 0.03 is 3 by 100. So if I multiply and divide both the sides by 100 by 100, then 100 is equal to 4 is 40, and if you multiply by 100 to each terms, then I'm getting V1, this 100 get cancelled, then 100 divided by 20 is 5 5v1 minus 5v2 plus 3v1 minus 3v2. 100 get cancelled. So in this way I will get v1 5v1 6v1 plus 3 9v1 minus 8v2 is equal to 40. This is equation number 2. So our equation, just recall the previous equation that we got from, we'll see afterwards. This is my equation number 2. Now I have to apply KCL at node 2. Now node 2 KCL, all the currents are leaving is equal to 0. Algebraic sum of all the currents leaving node 2 is equal to 0. So I5 plus I6 plus I7 is equal to 0. So what is I5? You can see I5 is going from V2 to V1. Now V2 minus V1 upon 20. What is I6? I6 is current flowing from V2 to ground. So V2 upon 40 plus I7. I7 is 40 going from V2 minus V3 upon 40 is equal to 0. Now I multiply and divide by 40. I can take LCM, or you can write 1 upon 20, 1 upon 40, whatever you will get, that you write here using calculator. Any method you can use. So 40 into 0 is 0. So this is 40 by 20 is 2v1, 2v2 minus 2v1, again plus v2, 40 40 get cancelled, plus 40 40 get cancelled. This is v2 minus v3. So here I am getting minus 2v1 plus 4v2 minus v3 equal to 0. This is my equation number 3. So I recall my first equation, equation number 1, which I got from node 3, is 2v2 minus v3 equal to 0. This is my equation number 1. If I solve these three equations, equation 1, 2 and 3, I will get the values from I'll just write equation from equation 1, 2 and 3. This is one equation number 1 that we got from this V3. So we will get the value of V1 is equal to 40 volt, V2 is equal to 40 volt, and V3 is equal to 80 volt. Thank you.